Hi guys, this is your weekly tarot reading for the week of April 29th. This week we start our week off with a full moon in Scorpio that's happening right on the 29th of April. That moon is going to be super intensive for many people. Scorpio is an intense sign. It is a water sign. It is also the ice version of water. So there's three water signs. We have Cancer, that's pure water, Scorpio, that's ice, and Pisces, that is represented by fog. So this ice moon, or pink moon people are calling it, is definitely going to make us dig deep within ourselves. A lot of fears might come up. You may have noticed that closer to the end of last week. Anything that you're afraid of, or anything that that's just been sort of buried in your consciousness for a really long time, that's going to come up during this full moon. It might not happen the day of, it could happen leading up or a few days after. These deep, dark insights will actually help you if you just allow them to rise to the surface and deal with them accordingly, rather than sort of push them away, get distracted, try not to think about it. This is a good opportunity for all of us to let go of our fears, to embrace what does frighten us, and to grow stronger as a result of that. Pluto is the ruler of Scorpio, so therefore this moon is quite a transformational moon on a global level, but especially on a personal, individual level as well. And the traditional ruler of Scorpio was Mars. So expect some people to be cranky, expect people to be irrational. Like, most full moons do bring the worst out of people, but Scorpio's intense. You could go either way with this one. You might get someone that's super, super happy, and then in 30 seconds they'll be screaming their face off. Like, just some really intense roller coaster up and down feelings that could happen around this full moon. Just be mindful of yourself. Give people a little bit of space, give yourself space, and don't take anything personal if it comes up during this full moon. Just allow things to come to the surface for clearing, for healing. Okay, so I am going to call in the guides from all directions of time and space, and we'll ask that this reading be for the highest good of everyone that tunes in today or in the future. We'll clear the deck and just ask for guidance for the week of April 29th. Guidance for the week of April 29th, 2018. Okay. Nice. Look at that. Oh, what's these over here? So this is a very interesting moon. I'm going to actually pull another card just to... Alright. Okay, so the very first card is the Wheel card. And the Wheel card is always a sign that if you felt stuck, things are going to start moving really quickly. It's a new beginnings card, and I love seeing this at the beginning of the week because a lot of people misinterpret this full moon as something that is bad because it's bringing up all this old stuff, things that have been buried away for a really long time. But the reason for that, it's kind of like a purging of feelings and emotions, and there's a reason for that. There's a reason that that's happening. Just like, spring cleaning, you clean up your house, you get rid of stuff. You have to pull everything out of the closet before you can look through it and see what you want to keep and what you want to let go of. Chances are, if it's been in the closet that long, you know what? You don't need it, so get rid of it. If you're like myself, you might have a hard time getting rid of some of things, especially books or things like that. But you would be better off if you were to just get rid of whatever is not serving you, so that you can have this new beginning that's coming for you. The wheel card, when it shows up, it's happening whether you like it or not. It's an end of delays, a change in direction. This is a positive thing. It's a change in direction that offers happiness. So just keep that in mind. Midweek, I see you standing up for what you believe in, reclaiming your personal power. So that's a really awesome thing to see. I see that, you're gaining confidence. So a lot of you that are watching, I'm really happy to hear the guides are telling me that you are working a lot on your solar plexus. You're working a lot on your personal power and reclaiming that and being assertive and standing up for what you believe in and not allowing others to take your power. Sometimes we let people take our power and don't even know that we're letting them do that. We might be fixated on someone and something they've done to us and how they've hurt us and how they treat us, and wallowing in feeling like a victim. The whole time we're feeling that way, that person might have just did it without thinking, or they are doing that sort of behavior without thinking, but we are contributing to giving them their power, or giving away our power to them by playing the victim card, by being a victim. All that needs to happen is us to let them know, don't do this again. When you did this, this happened. This is how I felt, and I don't want it to continue. If they don't respect that, then just walk away. Tell them to pound sand, as my friend Kalina says. Walk away. You don't have to be a victim. You don't have to stay in any relationship and become victimized. Once someone shows you who they are, believe them. That's who they are. You might be surprised if you do stand up and tell someone how you feel, and then they feel awful about it. They were unaware. Maybe they were so focused on themselves and what was going on in their life, they didn't realize how they were treating you. In that case, you stood up for yourself. You took your power back in that way. But give them the benefit of the doubt, especially during this astrological time where we have a lot of really hard aspects. So moving into May, for example, Uranus is coming into Taurus. That's something we need to definitely be prepared for. And I did make all the videos for May, and I'll be posting them on May 1st. So check out your sign and see how this Uranus transit is going to affect you. Near the end of the week, I see the moon coming up, the moon card. Sometimes that indicates some deception and lies and things that you might want to, be aware of. But I feel like in this case, the moon card is talking about making an opportunity for you to make some new plans. And also, I feel like, you should really, like I said at the beginning of this video, allow those fears to come to the surface. Don't push them away. Don't run from them. Don't hide from them. Own them. Own them. Completely own them, because you will grow stronger. Just like I said at the beginning, that's what this card is showing up to tell you at the end of the week. So it's kind of like, even though the full moon was at the beginning of the week, this card's coming up at the end of the week for a reason. It's saying, just because the full moon passed and all this opportunity got to its peak, doesn't mean you just kind of like forget about the work. You need to do this work. It's ongoing. It just doesn't occur during special moon events. Like these issues that we carry and, our fears are still within us after a full moon. Like if we do the work during those astrological transits, we get the most benefit from them. This is my opinion. If you do the hard work of looking at yourself, looking at your own pathology, committing to a practice of some kind so that you can become stronger and so that you can help raise the vibration, not by doing anything but by being a good vibration yourself. That's huge. If we all just committed to that, what would the world look like? What would the world look like if every single person committed to themselves and decided that they were important enough to honor every single day, to do the work every single day, to not blame everybody around them, to not play the victim card? If we commit to ourselves, what would the world look like? I mean, ask yourself that question. How are you committing to yourself? How aren't you committing to yourself? And be honest with yourself. That's all I have for you this week. I hope that that helps you. I will be posting my videos for the month of May on May 1st and 2nd. So check those out. If you want to get a hold of me for a reading, you can contact me with the information below. I do in-person Skype and on the phone readings. So check those out. And also I will see you again here next week. Take care.